Mike Brown's death, a lot of people see that as sort of the catalyst for Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter is so necessary.
Because we saw that it does not matter if the child has graduated from high school and turned their lives around. It doesn't matter what they're doing with their lives next. It doesn't matter where they're coming from. If it is a black male, especially in America, they are vulnerable to police brutality, and nothing will happen. Without cause or consequence, their lives can be taken.
But especially to see it in a system that we're supposed to put our trust in is kind of crazy. So when young people saw Michael Brown's death, or even when adults saw Eric Garner's death, you know, black people began to really open their eyes and see this isn't any different than the 50s or the 60s.
It's America's favorite pastime to mess with black folk. What happened with Michael Brown is now that you can't escape it. And so we keep putting the pressure on. That's why we keep protesting.
Frederick Douglass would always say, agitate, agitate, agitate. And I think that Black Lives Matter does a great job of agitating.
Because we're not going to let you forget.
I look at racism as a fifth element. I mean, it's a constant being a black male in America.
I think the first time I can recall as a child experiencing it was when I was bused from my elementary school and I was called, "Oh, that's the pretty smart black girl."
I got my license at 16. I've been pulled over roughly twice a year.
A friend and I, we were leaving a basketball game.
I was asleep, got this loud banging on the door.
And the police officer just came and rolled up on us and told us to get up against the car.
I guess the police were looking for somebody in the neighborhood, and
then he comes back and say, well, you both fit the description of somebody that was, I guess, a robbery or something that had just happened.
I answered the door, and they were reading off this profile and literally were like about to arrest me. My uncle came out of his room. He was like, wait, hold up, this is my nephew. And I'm like, wait a minute, who are you looking for? Like, I'm a teenager.
And in that moment, it made me realize that you can have all the credentials in the world, but at the end of the day, they just see my black skin.
That's how it is. So I've been getting my ass beat by police since maybe I was like 16. The worst experience I had was probably 2 years ago. I just got off trial for assaulting 2 officers with a handgun. They basically was trying to kill me, you know, as we've seen with these other people, and I just exercised my Second Amendment right, and I had a firearm and I defended myself. They shot at me 20 times.
I really didn't have a choice. One of the paraphrases of Eldridge Cleaver is that if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem.
I love black people, and I think it's ingrained in me to change the narrative of how the world sees the African American community.
I think everybody should be outspoken right now. I think whoever's not outspoken, then there's something wrong with you.
Just gun violence in my community and going to more funerals and graduations by the age of 15 got me involved in the movement. It showed me as a young person from the city of Atlanta and from Georgia, like I have a voice and I should use that voice.